Good morning, America! How are ya? It's a Monday, 6/24/2024. It's a dark day. I got my black hat on because it's dark days today. We're going to talk about the dark days. The day of reckoning, the collapse that's coming. Yes, coming your way. You can't deny it. Can't deny it. And we got some music. We got Brooklyn and the Bridge by Nico Staff, I guess, off the YouTube playlist, audio library play. So we'll bring that down and get the show on the road. Get the show on the road. Hope you're having a good Monday. I hope you guys are working and working hard. We do very little work here, guys. Very little work here. We're retired. We are retired. Welcome to the channel, Land Cruiser Midwest. And I am the DJ Wonder Chrissy. And this is Migrant Mayhem, our daily podcast where we talk about a little bit of everything. We talk about finance, talk about the economy, we talk about migrants. We talk about all sorts of subjects. So today we're going to talk about the day of reckoning, okay? What is that going to look like? And are you prepared? Are you prepared? And more so, are your friends prepared? Because if your friends are not prepared, who's going to come knocking on your door asking for food, protection, water, whatever they'd failed to prepare for? Yeah, that's going to happen. Think about that. Think about that. The people in your inner and medium circles, if they know you're prepared, okay, and this is part of being prepared right here, guys, got to get yourself some physical assets here, okay? Got to get yourself some good-looking assets. Got to get yourself some of this stuff. As much as this stuff's going to be worthless, you still got to have some. Got to have some of this because your ATM is not going to be working potentially, right? I mean, just like after a tornado or a storm or something like that, you got to have this close to you, guys. Got to have this close to you. You want physical silver close to you. And today, look over here, we got, it's kind of hard to tell, but we got a little graphic there. The Three Little Pigs. Remember the Three Little Pigs when you were a kid? That fairy tale? Well, I'm here to tell you it's not a fairy tale. It's reality. It's going to become reality. Think about it. Think about it. For you folks that don't know the story of the Three Little Pigs, yep, three. It's about three, I don't know if they were in a family or what, but there was three pigs, and they were preparing for life and a time of keeping the big bad wolf away. Well, there was one pig who he was more interested in going to Lollapalooza and the amusement parks and Cubs games and playing at the beach. So he built his shelter out of twigs. It looked okay, but it didn't stand up to storms very well. It was a hastily developed shelter, but he was happy because he had plenty of time to do other things that he wanted to do. He wanted to spend his money on going to the Cubs game, right? Yeah, that's what he wanted to do. There was another pig who he had thought it through just a little bit more. He made his house or shelter out of some wood. He found some wood at a decent price and decided to build a somewhat stable structure. And it left him some time to do other things that he wanted to do, such as visiting with friends, having parties, who knows what. But he understood that he needed to have a nice shelter, something better than twigs. And he spent some money to do that, and he accomplished that. Now, there was another pig, the third pig, right? The third pig, who had really thought this through. And the other two pigs laughed at this guy. They couldn't believe the amount of time and money that this third pig spent preparing for something that potentially wasn't going to happen. They didn't think it was going to happen. They didn't think the big bad wolf / collapse was coming. So they just laughed at him. And this pig, he built a beautiful, beautiful, super sturdy shelter out of brick and mortar. It was beautiful. He spent all of his money that he could muster up to buy brick, to buy mortar, and to make the most sturdiest shelter you have ever seen. So I ask you folks, which one are you? Okay, which one are you? Are you number 1, 2, or 3? I can tell you I'm number 3. I'm trying to walk the walk, walk the talk, walk the dog, whatever you want to say. I spend a good amount of the week getting some provisions together, getting water, making sure I got water, making sure I got some of this stuff around. And every once in a while, maybe once a month, I get myself some physical stuff, right? I get myself some physical stuff. So here's what's going to happen when the day of and I say when, it's not if. When the day of reckoning comes, I mean, we've got collapse palooza going on, getting ready to go on here. Okay, we're waiting for the banking system to collapse. We're waiting for the housing market to collapse. We're waiting for some of our blue states and cities to collapse. Did you see what happened in Chicago this weekend? Two things that come to mind. They died. The Gaza people died the Buckingham Fountain, right? What is it that the Married with Children fountain? If for you folks that used to watch that show, they dyed it red and green. Took them a day to clean it up, and there was just more shootings, more shootings in Chicago this weekend. I haven't seen a count of last weekend. We did a show. Go back to that one. There was 70 people impacted last weekend. This weekend, I don't have a count yet, but I watched the news last night, and it was a half-hour news, and 10 minutes of the news. The first 10 minutes was nothing more than talking about lead flying and people that are no longer with us. Yeah. People no longer with us that happened in the city of Chicago over the weekend. Kind of sad, but that's where we're at. That's where we're at in Chicago, folks. That's where we're at. So there is a day of reckoning, and it is coming. It's just a matter of when, okay? Getting back to the subject there. We got a little sidetracked, right? Got a little sidetracked, but I understand, make sure you guys understand the whole picture there, okay? Don't I look good in my glasses there? It's almost like I got my Joe Bama aviator or Ray-Bans on there. Yeah, I look just like the Joe Blow there. Yeah, that's me. That's me in the picture there, sitting in the convertible seat there. So anyway, the collapse is coming. It's just a matter of when. And I'm here to tell you, you better be prepared. And if you're not, it may be too late, because it takes a lot of effort, time, and money to be prepared. That's just a fact. That's just a fact, guys. From a person who's spent time, and here's some things you need too. We talked about this little Vexor, little pepper spray that you should have with you at all times, along with any other type of protection that you may think is appropriate based on your locale. I'll tell you, the DJ carries several, let me emphasize, several different forms of protection. We are well protected here, folks. So anyway, the day's coming, and it's going to be like the Three Little Pigs. It's going to be the fairy tale come to life. You're going to see people who did not prepare coming to your front door, knocking on your front door. They will be knocking on your front door, ringing your doorbell like that. They'll be ringing your doorbell and asking you, could I have some money? I mean, maybe they'll say, can I borrow? They'll say, can I borrow? Because my bank, I didn't have time, or my bank ATM is down, my bank is closed. They're going to tell you stuff like that. Can I borrow? Which, if you translate that into Three Pigs reality, it means, can I have? Can I have some money? They'll come to your door and they're going to knock. Can I have some food? Can I have some water? They're gonna come to your, because they're gonna know that you're smart, and you know what? They may have made fun of you in the past, right? I mean, 5 years ago, prepping was like a sign of a crazy person. Let me tell you that, okay? People laughed at preppers. What the hell are they doing? What the hell are they doing? Flash forward 5 years now to today. Prepping is in vogue. People have changed their perception of preppers, right? The preppers have thought this through. The preppers are the ones who are going to survive. The rest of you fools are going to be victims. The rest of you fools are going to be knocking on people's doors like the migrants, right? Remember, like 3-4 months ago, we had news reports of the migrants going out to places in New York City and suburbs of Chicago. They were knocking on people's doors, asking for money and clothes. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. So I'm here to tell you, you need to, if you haven't started, good luck. Good luck, because I know what type of money and effort it takes to secure yourself some of this stuff, some of this stuff, some of this stuff, and food and water, right? You got to have food and water. You got to have like a year's worth of food and water, 9 months at a minimum, 6 months at a bare minimum. So I'm here to say, what one of the Three Little Pigs are you? What one of the Three Little Pigs are you today? And if you've got some holes in your plan, got to have a plan, folks. That's the other part. Got to have a plan. And your plan shouldn't be going knocking on your neighbor's door, because your neighbors are going to be knocking on your door if they know that you're prepared. And the key is for you to be prepared, folks. You need to be prepared. Because if you're not prepared, if you fail to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Let me say that again. If you fail to prepare, you are preparing to fail. That is just fact. That is fact. So, I'm here to sound the bell. One more time. Are you getting tired of the bell this morning? Are you getting the sound? We got the sound machine here. Get yours on Amazon. Oh. There you go. We'll use the sound machine a little bit instead of the bell. But I'm here to sound the bell that time is running short, and who knows what will prick one of those bubbles, right? We talked about the various bubbles that are out there just inflating wildly, and they're gonna start popping, and it's gonna be like dominoes, folks. So I highly recommend that you prepare and get ready for what's ahead, because if you don't, you'll be left to your own devices and you'll be nothing more than a statistic and a victim. And we know I know how all you people like to be victims. I've got plenty of friends who continuously tell me that they're victims. To that I say, hey, when the excuses run out, you got nothing. So take the time you got now. There's some time left. I don't know exactly how much, but there may not be a lot of time left. So take the time that we have right now to top off your provisions, your stockpiles, and get ready for what lies ahead, because the day of reckoning is coming. It is coming. It's just a matter of when. All right? It's coming. So that's all I have for today. I hope I've motivated you guys to do something, right? Do something. Prepare. Protect yourself. Prepare. Stockpile. That's what it's about, folks, because it's going to be nothing more than the Three Little Pigs. We're going to have various levels of preparedness, and you want to be the pig with the brick house. You want to be the pig with the brick house. If at all possible, you want to be that pig. You don't want to be the one with the sticks or the one in the flimsy wood house. All right? As we end every show, like, share, and subscribe. Help us get this out to all your friends, and make sure that they're prepared too. This is the DJ saying, see ya.